Good morning, Toby. What did they find?
Well, it was a rare show of unity between these usually very aggressive competitors, the Republicans and the Democrats, Jane. But they were both united in questioning social media and big tech about the stranglehold, literally, that they have on economy and innovation. Mark Zuckerberg got a lot of attention over internal emails he had written about the purchase of Instagram in 2012, where he said in his own emails they were buying a smaller competitor, that people, the youth, were leaving Facebook and going to Instagram, so they bought it. His argument is Instagram would never have become the kind of giant of a network that it became without Facebook support. It could have been any company that could have given them that money, Jane. So I don't buy that. A lot of quizzing for around issues that the Republicans are interested in, which is they believe that there's a bias against conservatives, despite the fact that Facebook and Google are a mock with white supremacy and kind of turn a blind eye to the more controversial things conservatives, especially Donald Trump, have been doing. And a lot of criticism for Google around their behavior as well. So it's the beginning, I think, of the end of this. In fact, it's more than the beginning. It's probably the middle of the end of this love affair that America and the world has had with Silicon Valley, because even though these big tech firms have given us amazing services, their behavior is anything but. The Wall Street Journal ran a piece recently about all these small startups that went to have a meeting with Amazon. Amazon obviously has an investment fund, and they met around investment, and then a little while later Amazon produced a similar kind of product or service. And that's been accusations made over the years against all the big tech firms. First Microsoft, they did the same effectively against Netscape. They included their own browser, Internet Explorer, when Netscape was far superior. Amazon have had this criticism for a long time. Apple as well. People trying to submit ideas to the Apple Store, and then lo and behold, Apple brings out something similar in its own apps. So I think a reckoning is coming. It's quite certain. The American legislatures is united for once, albeit for different reasons, are finally looking at these big tech firms and seeing that they buy up the young talent and they buy up the startups, and they effectively squash competition because they're so big that you can't compete against them. So people try and
can't sue them either,
in amongst them, and they just, they either get squashed or they get bought up. So it is a disastrous situation, isn't it?
Yeah, but at least it's being tackled. Toby, very quickly, Telkom, it's upgrading its copper-based ADSL to fibre, which is made of glass.
Indeed. I mean, thankfully, they're upgrading the old form of internet access, which was using the same copper wires that we use for telephones, to fibre. It's a no-brainer. It should have been done, but it should have been done sooner. At least it's being done now, and the good news for consumers is that they've got it. But the other good news is that if you're having lots of meetings on Teams, this is a brilliant device. This is the first certified speakerphone for Microsoft Teams. It's made by Sennheiser. The brand is Epos Sennheiser, and it's really great, Jane. I mean, if you don't have a set of headphones or earbuds, but you need to work and you have to have the speaker on, that's really great. Doesn't display lots of background noise, doesn't irritate in the way so many others do, has a clever USB-C charging cable on the bottom, and just works really effectively, I must say. It's a pleasure to be able to use a speakerphone that sounds like it was made in the 21st century.
Toby, thank you.